The death toll from the Ebola outbreak keeps spiralling, and infection cases recorded outside the West African epicenter are increasing. Now concerns are growing over the measures in place to contain the deadly virus, which has so far killed over 4,000 people.
The killer Ebola virus claiming more lives day by day. Most deaths from Ebola have been recorded in 3 African countries, with Liberia being the worst hit. Fear is spreading throughout the world as the virus is spreading to other continents. Spanish Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy has described the spread of the Ebola epidemic as quite complex and difficult.
The situation is not a normal one, it's a difficult one. But I remain absolutely convinced that everything will be done, especially by health professionals, to overcome it in the future.
The comments come as a number of Spanish health workers resigned in fear of Ebola. They were working at Madrid's Carlos III hospital, but a Spanish nurse who contracted the deadly virus is struggling for her life. Teresa Romero is said to be in critical condition. She's the first person known to have caught the disease outside West Africa. Meanwhile, the World Health Organization has warned that East Asia is also at risk of Ebola. However, according to the WHO, the region is more prepared than other parts of the world because of its experience in fighting epidemics such as SARS and avian flu.
We have an emergency operation center. We actually, especially these days, because of due to this Ebola, now we round-the-clock operations, and we have a very strong. Each country member state had their own emergency operating centers, focal point, and then this one and country and on headquarters. So we have a very good networking.
Authorities worldwide are tightening screening of travelers and are struggling to prevent public panic over the spread of a West African contagion. The United States, Canada and Britain have started to boost screening for Ebola at major airports. A training campaign was also launched to prepare workers in New York City who may have to deal with infected patients. The UN Special Envoy on Ebola, David Nabarro, says the number of infection cases is probably doubling every 3 to 4 weeks, and the response needs to be 20 times greater than it was at the beginning of October. Ebola remains one of the world's most virulent diseases, which kills between 25 to 90% of those who contract the disease. There is currently no known cure for the virus. The killer Ebola virus claiming more lives day by day.